It's probably worth banning, to be honest. It's decent into the Wraith King. It's one of the Wraith King just goes Silver Edge and like 2 shots PA, so it is really scary sometimes still.
Yeah. Eventually, it does go the other way once you go Silver Edge, but we'll see. The break is pretty good once you apply Fan of Knives onto the Wraith King, though. You get a Terrorblade instead. I guess just concerned about the massive amount of armor. You've got decent ways of bursting him down and keeping the TB locked, but I guess you don't have a ton of AoE yet. It's just the Queen of Pain who's got the AoE.
It also really depends on what they want from their off lane here.
10 seconds remain.
Terrorblade is difficult to deal with for sure.
5 seconds remain. It is Radiant's ban.
Magnus they ban out. I don't really see them picking a Magnus. I'm going to be honest. That one is surprising.
You think so?
I don't think they would have picked it. No. Why would they be that concerned about the Magnus? You've got like Tidehunter and then Lina who's sitting on like a completely different time zone in this team fight.
That's true. Yeah. Lina, you'll never. I mean, it is good because if you just RP a Lina and Wraith King get on top of her, she will just die.
Did you go back for Faceless Void again this game? I mean, you've got a Lina on your team. You've got an
It's
Ogre
just
Magi
so
as well.
rough into Wraith King though, right? Like, doesn't he just like not care about your Chronosphere? I mean,
it's true.
It is one of those things where if you can kill him the first time with like Ravage or something, and then like he just respawns into a Chrono, it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
One of the only answers to like a Wraith King is to have 2 big ultimates, not just one.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I really like a Phantom Assassin here on 2-base. I feel like Faceless Void wouldn't be bad either, but maybe they're a little bit discouraged after that last game. Ollie had a solid performance, though.
Yeah, he didn't do bad. It wasn't really like his fault as far as like what happened in that game. I think it was just like your other cores did not really take off or really do much. End up banning the Ursa. Okay. It's a little bit confusing. I don't feel like Ursa is really that strong of a hero right now. We've only really seen it in a handful of games throughout the last DPC, but might make more sense with whatever DogChamp decide to pick up here. I mean, there's still a few heroes left in the pool, offlane wise, that pair pretty well with Shaman. The Mars already banned, of course, which is like one of the big ones, as well as the Timbersaw.
Just getting rid of the Night Stalker. It's another hero that we've seen Luki play a lot of in some of the Pro Series that we've cast.
They could be just looking for his Legion Commander.
Yeah.
It's actually
how good does a player have to be if you're banning out like 3 to 4 of his heroes?
That's the thing, right? People kind of like Lamau, Luki, Hero Puddle, but it's like every single... Man, I'm so good.
I'm terrified of him. Yeah, you're so handsome and good at Dota, Ricky. It is...
Sometimes
impressive.
though, what it look when you're like, oh, you know, Lamau, Luki, Hero Puddle, but then like you look at the ban phase and 4 of his heroes are banned, and you're
that's
like,
respect right there, man.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, we're just like banning out his heroes, and it's like,
yeah,
like
banning out his hero. Well, not afraid of him?
Yeah, it's like you're that afraid of Luki's heroes, I guess. I don't know, like that's you gotta respect it, I guess. His Legion Commander though, pretty good in this game. I like it. Very good at getting people out of arrow, but also really good if you find the Tidehunter, you get the duel. You can kill him off before he's able to get with Ravage, so... and the Ursa ban makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. A few lockdowns that isn't dispelled by Kraken Shell. If you can on top of Lina, great as well, but a lot of time you're not going to be able to. So we'll see how they decide to round this one out. It needs to be a Phantom Assassin, man. It's got to be a PA. I'll be incredibly upset if it's not a Phantom Assassin. It's not a Phantom Assassin.
Well, that's Ollie Luna, and this is one of his specialties. So this does make a lot of sense. Oh, dude, we have another Jakiro. Forgot about this.
Yeah. Jakiro ended up making it through the draft again.
Very popular hero
right now. No. Well, now, who are you feeling as the victor for this match here?
This is a hard one for me, because like I think simply 2-base lineup is like very straightforward. Like you just have Ravage, you have Luna, you have Ryoya, you have a lot of physical damage coming out from these heroes. But then I just like see a Wraith King and I'm like, does it even matter? Like there's a Wraith King on the other team. But I'm gonna go with simply 2-base here. I think they got this.
All right, I'm going to go with DogChamp. So I believe in them, and I didn't like Luna in season 2 of the Dota anime. I liked her in season 1 when she was committing war crimes.
Season 2 was mostly war crimes. I'm confused. That was
Yeah,
like the
but
whole
not
thing
by-
behind season 2.
Yeah, but not by Luna.
It was like all of them.
Yeah, except for Luna. She refused to do war crimes, remember?
Well, wasn't she like dying?
Hmm?
Wasn't
No.
she like, remember at the end of
We're
season 1
going
where she's
back
like, you know, has that really bad injury? We're
come
spoiling
on.
all of the Dota anime right
Yeah,
now.
what are you doing? I just said no war crime. It's not much of a spoiler.
Fun fact, everyone dies. The anime ends on the 3rd episode, and you're welcome. Is that about it?
Mhm. Yeah, it sounds about a way to make it spoiler free.
Yeah,
No one's
yeah.
gonna believe what you're saying. They do have the anime team here though. Mirana and Luna together. Under the Dark Moon
You're also
Goddess,
just
Salamandra.
forgetting Lena, who is also in the anime? Excuse
Season
me?
2 didn't happen.
What do you mean? Oh, you're right.
It just like Darker Than Black. Season 2 never happened.
I don't know what that is.
Would it do you much harm to educate yourself? There's some culture, Ricky.
I'm very cultured.
What about my culture?
Neph, do you have a culture?
Kind of.
Prepare for battle.
Put a cork in it.
Oh my god. You seeing this off chat right now?
I'm trying. There's a lot of voice lines going through.
Take a knee, peasant.
Yeah. The DogChamp voice lines are amazing, by the way. If you guys haven't already, buy their team packs. They're about to expire before the next season, but
Yeah,
just
you
give
can
DogChamp
use
money.
them for 3 weeks, and then they're gonna get deleted.
Yeah, give DogChamp your money. Is what I'm trying to say.
Actually, it's not even 3 weeks, is it?
It's, I think longer. It might just last until the start of the next season. We'll see.
No. It
Arrow off
literally
the mark.
expires this month, like on the day of the patch. It expires in like 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks.
That's a shame.
30 seconds and counting.
All right, Ricky.
But luckily, there'll be more voice lines next season, so you know,
Yeah.
just save your money and buy it then for twice the amount. It's poggers.
I'm for one excited. Maybe the voice lines that I worked on will be added to the game because the rest of the pack gets completed. Smile.
Very bold of you to assume that any of the team bundles will be added to the game.
They said they would be. No. Yarn ends up going for Ethershock level 1, not going to hold down Imperium. He wouldn't have gotten the kill anyways. This guy has 7 base armor and 6.1 HP regen.
I really don't remember Jakiro having that much armor and regen, to be honest.
Yeah.
Something's wrong here. He
Yeah,
did manage to
it's
grab the
surprising.
rune, which is nice.
Hasn't even committed Ignite, or sorry, Dual Breath yet.
This is just the greatest thing in all of Dota. It really is.
My glance value.
I could just, you know, we could just do this the whole game, honestly. But we're not going to. I'm sure BTS will get upset at me if I sit in, what is that view called? I don't remember.
Cinematic view?
Cinematic view, yeah, following Jakiro around the whole game.
Maybe they'll just call it art, and they'll be like, yeah, I was going to give our casters a little bit more creative freedom. You don't want to micromanage them. Arrow ends up connecting with nothing.
I think it's the
Flee.
range creep. It's one of those scenarios where it's like it's either going to hit the hero or it's going to hit the range creep, and both are good.
Yeah.
Oh, Stonebank tries to go forward for that courier. Going to take a lot of damage for this. Arrow does connect this time. Already gushed up. And cooldown 3 seconds until the next one. They might be able to grab themselves first blood here. And Monster will do exactly that.
And we're all
They're going to go for
Bloody
another.
Nine's got to be careful too, yeah? Gush comes out.
dead.
No arrow needed as he is just so low on health. And double kill for the big Tide Hunter. Meanwhile, top lane, Jakiro does go down to Yaren.
Too much damage from these auto attacks. Try to fight Legion Commander under the creep wave. You just end up getting Moment of Courage back down. You have to get a lot of damage from that one. Aaron ends up securing the kill though. Oh. Wraith King has to be careful here. I mean, I mentioned this last time there was Wraith King in the game. If you don't have any armor, you play against these heroes that do a lot of physical damage. You're playing against Gush and Anchor Smash, and all those right clicks that come out from Flea, who actually end up going for a Blightstone this game. You get punished super quickly. So no ring of protection here. Stonebake just melts.
Yeah. Top lane Lukey getting a little bit aggressive here onto Ollie. Yaren not close enough here to help out, and Imperium just gonna try and beat him down. Lucent Beam does come through, forced to go with the Shackle there to buy some space, but then the Fire Blast comes through. Instead, turn their attention back on over the Shadow Demon, or Shadow Shaman. They will go ahead and just salve back up. Meanwhile, bottom, they do manage to take down Monster on the back of the Maledict, so this is when things like get a little bit more difficult for the Tidehunter, because Maledict is just so good against his hero, but he's off to a pretty good start still.
Yep. Top lane, Yaren about to drop.
Oh, not before Imperium. He gets the Shackle out onto Luna. I mean, Lucent Beam as soon as he comes out, for sure. Yeah, there it is.
Yep.
He's gonna take a lot of extra auto attacks for this.
Yep. Both these heroes very quick, though. Legion Commander will be able to run down most people, but you only have 5 more movement speed than the Luna, so he's gonna be able to walk away. Still sitting on 3 stick charge and a Fairy Fire as well, so he's gonna be just fine. There's been so much action happening everywhere else. We haven't had a chance to talk about mid lane yet. Raylee's not doing too good against Roya here. The Dong is back.
Yeah,
Can I get some dongs up in chat, by the way?
I don't know if you're allowed to ask that.
For Eric Dong? What do you mean?
Lina is like one of probably the few heroes that's good at dominating a Queen of Pain in the mid lane, at least for the early levels. At some point, Queen of Pain just kind of leaves and goes in jungles. But Lina pushes the lane really well, has a lot of attack range and a lot of damage, so not really ever under risk of dying to the Queen of Pain.
Yeah, Monster getting forced back out of the lane. He's actually got Helm of Iron Will in his lane himself. I don't think he'll turn this into anything.
Yeah, probably not.
Oh my god.
Bottom
Dude,
lane?
they're punishing him so hard for not having armor. Alright, Wraith King finally has his Helm of Iron Will, so he's not going to be such an easy target anymore.
What do you think Tidehunter is going to do with his Helm of Iron Will?
Certainly Monster doesn't chat it up and just go for an armlet, does he?
I
mean, that would be super sick, don't get me wrong.
It would be
Don't
pretty
make?
cool. Oh, Bloody Knight. A little bit of damage built back on over to Flea. Does have the arrow, but very difficult to connect this one.
Yep. Great wave here. He's just going to back up now. Roya is trying to put the hurt onto Raylisa now, who is super far back under his tower. Stonebake. Arrow.
A little bit off the mark there. Cast does come out, but doesn't really connect and do much there. Maledict, though, into the Wraithfire Blast. He might fall. Meanwhile, Legion Commander looks like, okay, Legion is going to survive top. Wraithfire Blast, not enough damage there.
He'll survive. Just barely. Has 50 HP left over.
And Monster's running low on health. I'm curious, has he just got boots coming out? He's got a crown.
I mean, he's high on health. He's just low on mana.
Is he literally
So,
going
yeah.
Helm of the Dominator?
I guess so. I mean, I've seen this done before. The logic behind it is you can participate in more stuff earlier on. You've got a stun to work with. You just take over the Centaur and chase people down. It makes up for the fact that, you know, your team fight ability is 150-second cooldown. It has been a while since I've seen this, though.
I mean, it's not, like you said, it's not that uncommon. We've definitely seen it. But it's also just one of those items that, like, kind of builds up pretty well in this game. So, not the end of the world.
Yep.
Somehow, Stonebank is top net worth here on the Wraith King. This is one of those things that just never surprises me when it comes to this hero, because you just, like, press W and it generates like, hundreds of gold for you. Oh, Raylisa, big pick off there onto Flea, and he's just gonna TP back home.
You would have liked to find the kill off on the Tidehunter, but Monster was playing a little bit too close to his tower at that point, so wouldn't have been able to get him. Garen. Oh,
That was a sick hex there.
yeah. Man's got fast reactions there. Empyrean absolutely blasted. He gets a tip off on him as well. All right. Garen being a little bit too based.
That's the other team, actually, sir.
My bad. Jakiro in shambles right now. Alright, Combo Dominator, he's only 250 gold off this one. Monster's gonna have this completed before long. Luki also going for an armlet alongside the Wraith King, by the way.
I think that's fine.
Is he gonna duel him? No.
He's maybe a little bit too far forward this time here on Luki. He does manage to get out with this press the attack, but right into the hands of the Luna. Couple auto attacks, doesn't get the high ground miss there, and Ryoya is gonna grab himself that kill there onto Luki. So good rotation from him to the top lane.
Yaren's gonna be looking for someone as well. I think he's trying to catch Roy on his way through the river, but it's got it out by the observer ward here. He's got full vision of Yaren, so we're playing with him a little bit.
All right, there it is, Monster. He's got himself a helm. The Dominator Play 9's like, oh god, no, get it away.
Oh,
Gosh,
no.
into the
He's
clap.
tomato clap.
Yeah, he's trying to stack them so that he doesn't get coconutted, but Mirana rotates in as well, and he's gonna find himself a kill. So now level 6 here on the Tidehunter, and if you're this Witch Doctor, you literally can't contest this lane anymore.
Yeah. I mean, if there's a hero that's good at dealing with, you know, hero plus unit, it's going to be Witch Doctor, but you know, he's obviously keeping them separate up until he was close enough to be able to finish him off and then fleek him in. And this does make it a little bit easy to put pressure on the tower. I mean, Hellbear Smasher does do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
They have another hero down here.
Luki also, like you said, going to armlet as well, but putting a lot of pressure on the top tier 2 or the top tower. They don't have a fort for this, so I'm kind of surprising he's not like full committing for it, but doesn't really see any heroes, I guess, quite yet on the side of Simply 2 base.
Yeah. If they moved another hero down here, I mean, Stonebank could just be dead. Another tower would go down. But they've got their hands tied.
They are going to go ahead and TP in the Lina. Empyrean. Oh, is she invis? She is. Okay.
I'll take that.
Blade into the Fire Blast, into the Light Strike Array. They grab themselves another kill onto Luki. He did manage to get the tower, so it is one of those things where he did his job, but did not expect the invis rune there from that Lina. She's going to head back towards the mid lane, working on those boots of travel. Smoked up here. They're going to find the Imperium Ogre Magi. Gonna throw an ignite here before he dies, but no chance he escapes.
Yeah, doesn't want to commit that last scream for an extra 123 mana. On the illusion rune.
Tower is under attack.
Right, Queen of Pain's game looking a little bit better. Still
Bottom
down
lane.
behind.
They found the tide. There it is. Okay. That's your armlet reveal from Luki. First duel of the game. Grabs a big kill there onto the Tidehunter. One of the reasons we suggested the Legion Commanders pick this game. And Stonebank gonna TP top here on the Wraith King and just go right back to farming.
Perfect synergy between this team. Look at that. He teleports up to the top lane the moment the Legion Commander teleports down to the bottom lane. This is incredible.
Well, not quite the exact moment, Neff. I'm not sure if you saw, but
secured the kill first, you know, getting Luki that duel damage. It's just incredible stuff.
Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. I'm just messing with you. All right, bottom tier 1 tower, Catapult plus Ryoya's Bloodlusted Lina. Should be pretty easy for them to help take this tower.
Fortify's gonna buy them a little bit of time, but that's about it.
Ooh, Louis? What's this girl's name? Luna? She's
Louis. Louis drops. Yaren is gonna try to take out this.
They have a Ravage and they want to go for it. They are gonna go ahead and drop it right into an arrow onto the Witch Doctor. Pretty big commitment, but they also managed to find the Shadow Shaman here in the mid lane, so we'll take them down both supports, clean up these wards, but tower falls in the process, so at the end of the day, not too bad there from the side of DogChamp, unless they lose their mid tower, and then it's pretty rough.
It's looking like they're about to lose their mid tower. Fortify will buy them a little bit more time. Queen of Pain gonna sit up here as well, but Scream on Cooling is sitting at half mana, not even full HP. Don't make the TP in there.
Luki's got a duel if he can get on top of someone, but not gonna connect there. Arrow does come through, slows them down as well, so they will just back off with the rest of the heroes. Nice defense here from DogChamp, not giving that tower up.
Yeah. Full squad coming in.
Ooh,
well.
Luki. Yeah, don't mind if I do.
Yeah.
A quick creep there and walks away.
Yeah, forces Ollie pretty far back. Now your whole team going to be flying into the triangle. Oh, get out of there, piggy!
I don't think he's getting out of there, Ned. Something's telling me this might be a dead pig.
Oh, he tries to turn that on a flea. How much damage is it going to do? What level Maledict is that? Oh.
Not enough.
Okay,
it is level 4 Maledict, but he's just TP to base.
Nice try.
Monster ends up picking up his Hood of Defiance. So lots of different hats for his hero this game. He's already got, you know, the naval mine like on his face. He decides to wear a mask and then now a cloak. So I don't know. This guy, he just being all sorts of
Is
weird.
this allowed?
I don't know. I'm sure it's not, but
A doodle for the ages.
What would you think of Dota if you only wanted to wear like one piece of equipment per like item slot?
it just becomes like an
RPG.
ARPG type thing.
Yeah.
Where you're like, oh, I'm gonna put this in my head slot. You're like, oh, it's my ring slot. That'd be interesting.
I mean, you can already really do that with boots, right? Only one provides you movement speed.
Yeah, well, I mean, still, nothing stops you from going the Tranquil Guardian Greaves build.
I mean, I think the mana boots and tranks together were popular on a couple heroes, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Gold comes out, finds a kill off an Imperium. 20 dual damage going his way. It still needs a lot of money for this Blink Dagger. 1100 net worth off. Oh, yeah.
Radiant should look to their middle tower.
Ollie's setting up down here in the bottom lane. He pinged this one out, figured someone would be coming, but nobody
He
gets
is
all up,
alone.
unfortunately.
Yeah, he does need to be careful here. He's just gonna back to his tier 1 tower.
Yep. I think simply TOOBASED has to take a team fight before Roya completes a BKB.
X finds the Mirana, but and Yarn's like, never mind. Let me leave, please. Smoke's about to expire on the Witch Doctor, and he is in a
Radiant's
pretty
middle
interesting
tower
spot. He's gonna be able to
is
see
under
Ollie
attack.
backing up to his tower and TPing out. So meanwhile,
Radiant's
mid, you get the
middle
tier
tower
1.
is no more.
Not bad.
Arrow lands.
Fuel for my
That's pretty sick.
To them.
They also see Yarn there on that Shadow Shaman under the ward, so he does have a TP available. He will be able to make it out. That is a long TP. Where was he headed? He went mid. Okay.
Does make it out though.
So this
I
game's a
just-
lot more even than the last two that we saw, right? Like both of the last games, like one team was like pretty far ahead out of the lane stage, but this is like dead even.
Yeah, I do think this favors DogChamp. The later this one goes. Luki obviously going to scale pretty well in the late game with the Legion Commander. Same with Queen of Pain. So, I think they're going to have to make a couple moves here in the next few minutes on TOOBASED. The one thing they're waiting for, actually, I'm not even sure Mantis style's going to change too much if you get this on Luna. BKB is pretty important. I think Blink
Hex out
Dagger
on
on
the
Shadow
ogre.
Shaman is like the big thing that they're
Bait,
waiting
though,
on.
as Luna's coming in, lose and beam into the arrow. Very nicely done as Rio grabs himself another kill.
burn.
Bottom lane monster. Protected by Invis. Rio comes in with boots of travel, turns attention on the Witch Doctor. Laguna Blade comes through, makes it a double kill, but he is now out of mana, and Monster will just back on out.
Yep. The Ravage is committed for that one, but they find 2 kills different places on the map, so it swings a little bit of the way of TOOBASED, and they'll get some map control off of that. Monster's playing pretty deep in the enemy team's jungle without much to work with. Man feels way too confident with just a Centaur with him.
I mean, why not? He's got the Centaur to like help stun and make some space for him. He's got Kraken Shell, this Hood of Defiance, plus the Hood of Helm of the Dominator. He's like really tanky.
They smoke up. Lena just completed her BKB. If they catch someone in the next couple of seconds, alright, they get played.
Reveal from Legion. There's your duel. Number 3 of the game. It is still level 1 duel. Is level 11, so it's going to be
Not
still
too
only
much
10 damage, but still quite good.
Yep. Hyacinth now completed on the Queen of Pain.
We saw this build in game 1 from Ray Lisa, right?
They go into Roche here. I mean, Ravage is still on cooldown for another 80 seconds. They've got BKB on the Luna. I don't think they can actually defend this Roche.
Stun
Not without
the
Ravage.
Centaur. Just want to make sure that it doesn't make its way into the Roche pit.
Down to gold. Monster. I drop the Malik off onto him. I mean, he's going to be hesitant to jump in.
Does come through. It catches the Wraith King. He doesn't actually have his pressing attack either. Big Sonic Wave, though, does connect. Stonebank still surviving.
He's going to try to steal this.
Hopefully tries to go in, but gets instantly shackled. Ray Lisa trying to finish up the Roche. They will finally get it, and the Aegis will go the way of the Queen of Pain.
Imperial,
Duel
no!
as well. This one going to be the 4th victory now for Lukey here on the Legion.
He did not get the memo. Either that or he misclicked the low ground or something like that. Everyone else backing off, and he ends up heading in by mistake.
It is one of those problems with heroes like Jakiro, right? It's just so immobile, so if you're just like, if you don't get that memo, you're not getting out.
Yeah. Alright. Yaren is now, I think, going to farm by himself for a little bit. I think they just use this Aegis to stall out the game. I'm going to be real with you. Yaren really needs this Blink Dagger. Once he's got this, he's able to jump on top of Lina, disable her, and yeah, she's pretty far away from a BKB. She's not even completed this Manta style it's working on yet. Like, you're reasonably farmed, but I really do feel like you need a BKB in the next, like, I don't know, 5 minutes here. The Shadow Shaman, once he's got a blink, is going to be a serious issue.
So Monster does have Ravage back off of cooldown. They might try and make a play, and that's exactly what they do. They go and smoke up mid lane. They could look for Ray Lisa. They just pop the Ravage right away. If there's no follow-up, and instead on the backside, they get a duel out onto Flea. Turn it around. Doesn't get the duel victory, but they lose the Legion Commander.
Yeah. But all those cooldowns committed there. So now Laguna Blade on cooldown, Ravage on cooldown. I think it's going to be...
Well, not much you can do there. Happens to just walk right into Ryoya.
What a pump.
Looking.
Lose to travel, coming bottom, fort. He ends up canceling the TP. I think he realizes that... Wait, I'm actually curious. Luna was not that far. He didn't need to cancel that TP.
No. I don't know why he canceled that TP. Maybe misclick?
Maybe.
They fortified in order to keep it alive as well.
I was like wondering, is he worried that he's just gonna get like hexed into ward dropped or something? But
Radiant have fortified their structures against attack.
ward does come out. Oh, Moonlight Shadow is there. Ogre getting chased for the moment. They actually don't have detection.
They just walk away?
And he's good. He's just gonna walk away. Nice.
Unless Ray Lisa jumps back in and catches him out. Does he do the math? You realize, wait a second, that creep didn't give me enough XP. There's no good magic. No, it doesn't. That would be some nerd shit, right?
That'd be absolutely some nerd shit, yeah.
No.
No one looks at those numbers. Doogie. He's fine, he's out. Okay. Meanwhile, backside of the fight, Imperium gets found by Ray Lisa on the Queen of Pain once again. Arrow off the mark this time. Trying to just disengage, but Ray Lisa continues the chase, drops a Sonic Wave, and
misses.
Missing, but it's fine. It was a zoning Sonic Wave that sets up for a duel there for Lukey.
Can you find the other courier?
Wait, did it?
Yeah, it's a double courier, that's worth it.
Is it?
Worth it every time, as long as he gets out.
Okay. Is it worth it? Is he getting out? It looks like he's getting out. All right, Eclipse. Trying to take down the Witch Doctor. Will connect, looking for more. Monster jumps in. They buy back right away on this Witch Doctor. Monster actually stuck inside the wards. Arrow will connect, finds the Shadow Shaman. They pick him off next. So the backside fight is going to be Ollie taking a lot of damage here, but Lukey jumping forward, trying to pick off Flea. Just needs one more auto attack, and he will get him. Monster comes on in, back up onto the high ground, but he's kind of alone, and he needs help fast, but it doesn't look like he's going to get it. His Monster just chomped down here. The Death Ward gets dropped. Malded there as well. B9 going to grab that one.
Yeah, he's gonna TP out now, and Ollie starts shoving up the other lane. The fight does 100% go the way of DogChamp, trying to kill off on Marana and the Tide Hunter. Ends up being what, like 800 XP swing for that.
Dire's bottom tower
Yeah, that was sick.
under attack.
Yeah, and found 2 carriers as well. Got to talk about that one. 70 gold each.
Yeah.
For all of your team. Post team fight end up swinging from like, I don't know, 1,000 net worth the way of simply TOOBASED over like 500 for DogChamp now.
More so than that. We're over 1,000 for DogChamp now.
Nice.
So Ollie's still farming very well on this Luna. One thing she is going to need, though, is just a little bit more time to get to her next big item because she still doesn't have a BKB yet. And the question is like, do you go BKB or do you pick up like another damage item here?
So on who? Luna?
Yeah.
Well, she answered the question before. She got the Scotty queued up. I do think the BKB is really important. I was mentioning that one earlier because now we see the Blink Dare coming out for the Shadow Shaman. So if he jumps you at the start of a team fight, your fight is just griefed. And it's got to be you playing far forward. I mean, you can interrupt the shackles with the Ravage coming up with the Tide Hunter. If you, it just makes team fights a lot harder than you need to be if you don't have a BKB. Well, we'll see how good this Scotty is, though. Stonebank. He's working on a Blink Dagger himself, so they're just looking for as much jump as possible on DogChamp. Looking at Blink Daggers or Blinks on 4 of their heroes. And then start to fall further behind if they play this close, so instead they can just smoke up, look for a kill, but Blink Dagger now coming out to the Wraith King. They have such an easy time helping each other in these team fights now.
Right. Wards drops right away on top. Ford's going to come through to try and clear up that wave. We'll be able to do that pretty easily. And meanwhile, Simba 2 base, they smoke their way up here. I don't know if they're going to connect onto anything. Yaren hiding in the trees. Arrow's going to come through, not really connect. So, Imperium drops a ward. Finds Stonebank. I don't know if that's the hero you want to initiate onto. Lukey is right behind him and ready to go. Stonebank finds Ogre, just 3 shots him. So we'll be able to scout out Yarn in the trees thanks to the potato, but that's about it. Roya here, not caught by the dust. Ravage does come through, connects onto the Witch Doctor. B9 is going to go down so easily. Question is, can they get more? Stonebank looking to get this kill onto Flea, able to get the leap out in the last second, but Stonebank just standing his ground, no problem at all. Imperium comes in, that's going to be a dieback on him. He gives the dual damage on over to Lukey, and now Ollie walks in on the Mirana, does get the Eclipse off, does a lot of damage, but can they actually bring down Stonebank once or at all? Like, he just walks away. Still has the BKB, still has his reincarnation. There it is. He pops the BKB, turns his attention on over to Lina, just trying to do what he can. Ryoya just gets clicked down from the Wraith King. And Ollie forced to just run away here. Lukey, no duel for another 20 seconds, but gets whipped into shape. Stonebank not quite done. Nice juke here from Ollie, though.
Yep. Is Lukey wiser? Does he know where he is? He's inside that tree right there. You just need to go in. Believe in yourself, Lukey. Come on. Alright, he doesn't know. Ollie's gonna stick around. They need somebody to follow up this. So if the arrow comes out and ends up hitting Lukey, oh!
Okay, that was pretty sick.
Oh, the losing team securing that arrow land. Ollie biding his time.
Playing the long game here. That's going to be Isaiah Scotty as well.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Isaiah Scotty comes out.
Mirana's
Flea's
going to
just
walk,
dead.
Unfortunately, into the hands of a Shadow Shaman. Bray Lisa's going to pick up that kill.
Oh, man. Well, now we're just waiting for the next Roche respawn. 45 seconds until it's back up. Both teams are going to start posturing. They're going to have Ravage available for it. It's going to come off a cooldown just after Roche respawns. And they're not going to have Ogre Magi for this fight.
I feel like they haven't had Ogre Magi for most of these fights, as that is a Jakiro. I don't know if you've noticed that.
My bad.
Come on. Get with the game.
I'm really slipping today.
This will be the last game I ever make this joke. I just want you to know that.
Yeah, as he comes on tomorrow. This is last game today, neph. Come on, get it together.
Wow, there's 2 Jakiros in this game again.
The Dire.
Alright, Roche back up. Dire throw a scan out to try and catch the Gyarados. It doesn't end up connecting with anything. Stonebank goes towards the pit. Now be able to get that uncontested, but TP's bottom instead.
Yeah, they don't want to give up the tier 2 for free here. It makes a lot of sense to come back and rotate down here. Like, securing that outpost is pretty huge. For the XP advantage, Lukey gets the duel out onto the Tide Hunter, and once again, Takes him down up to 100 bonus damage, and yep, Lukey feeling very good now. This is what I was afraid of, right? With his last pick, Legion Commander, it's just so good into the tide.
You banned out the majority of this guy's heroes as well.
Middle tower is under
For
And
what?
he's still just popping off this game. Yeah, ban out Lukey's heroes for what?
Taking the bottom lane. Fortification does come out. Arrow. Okay, B9. Pretty sad about that one, I'm sure. But Yarn jumps in. Hex does come out. LSA is going to connect. Laguna Blade comes through as well. Lukey pops his BKB. Doesn't have a lot to work with, but in comes Rayla Lisa as well. Eclipse comes through. Blade 9 just goes down so fast.
Yeah, they're forced to back off afterwards. They end up getting nothing from this one. Everybody TPing away.
All right. Both supports fall. Managed to protect the tier 2 still, but Rayla Lisa considering denying it.
Well, you denied that, you end up opening a outpost, so they're going to keep that one up for now. Stonebank. I mean, they forced them away from the Roche pit. That means they have a chance to take it for themselves. Luna would make pretty quick work of it alongside the other heroes, I think Lunar Blessing, but now we got everybody back up. Shadow Shaman Jits respawning. And I think both teams are going to make a beeline for this.
Yeah.
I think it's the Roche that decides the game.
It very well could be. Like, both teams know that it's up. It is just the second roast, so you only get shard, but there are some pretty dang good shards in this game. Queen of Pain already has hers, and it is the #1 most purchased shard in all of Dota 2. Did you know that?
Yeah. Wait, who is?
The Queen of Pain.
Queen of Pain?
Queen of Pain shard is the most purchased shard in all of Dota 2 right now.
By percentage or by hard?
By number, but it's also up there in like top 5 in percentage.
Let's see.
Oh, monster big Ravage comes through, but Lukey gets the BKB duel on the backside onto the Lina, and she's dead. Huge find there from the Legion Commander as the Sonic Wave will be able to slow them down. They find Monster as well. Continue the chase here, however, protected by Moonlight Shadow for the moment, but they get back in range, they get the Dust, they get the Maledict, and Monster will go down at the end of the day. Lee top lane trying to just slow this push down as much as he can, but has to TP home. 3 for 1, a fantastic fight there from DogChamp. Honestly, all on the back
setting that one up.
of Lukey. But if he doesn't get that duel, if he gets caught by that Ravage, that'd have been huge.
There's no way that fight happens. Queen of Pain, sorry, the Lina just absolutely melted there. Is now trying to work on a Shiva's guard in order to survive some of these duels. The physical damage coming out. I mean, saw the fight before this last when Stonebank managed to get on top and a couple right clicks is all it took.
Give the shard on over to the Wraith King. Aegis going to be once again picked up for Rio. For Rayla Lisa.
Double damage rune now found on the Wraith King. He is going to melt this tier 3 tower once he gets his hands on it.
Oh yeah. 8k Goldie, but it kind of feels like more, right?
Yeah, it does. Come on, head up to the high ground, man. He's waiting for somebody to show themselves. If Monster heads out here. All right, Monster, he knows better.
I will wait in the comfort of my own high ground.
Yeah.
Alright, the tower we go. Fortification comes through. Stonebank determined to still hit the tower.
Yeah. Alright, you got a couple auto attacks now. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. But that's going to be it. Tier 3s are opened up. They've got to catapult at their own tier 3. Nobody's going to move back to deal with this, though. It looks like they want to be closing with the racks, but if they go any further to the base than this, they do run a risk of just getting melted. Time to be able to get between you and your team. You're too close to the tier 4s to dive this Lina at this point.
So the Luna does happen to pick up the Chrysalis now, so you do have a lot of damage coming out from the Luna, but she's kind of your only damage dealer.
Lukey
gets found for the moment, gets the BKB off, but obviously Ayaskati quite difficult to deal with. Big Sonic Wave, though, might be enough space for him to get away. Ends up just dueling up Marana instead. Screw it, Lukey gets the kill. More damage going his way, and now Tidehunter out of position just gets chopped down. 2 more kills for the side of actually 3. They lost Ogre in the middle of the fight.
Yeah. Roya heads down to the bottom lane. I mean, he's got to try to shove this one out. The only thing that's going to keep them in this is the fact that this tier 2 tower is still standing here in the bottom lane. So maybe looking to push in to the tier 3 bottom, but Queen of Pain already responding to this. So I think she's got to get back and defend, but how do you defend?
Not
three
well.
of these heroes down.
Not well. You have Ravage still, but not up for
Can't afford to
20 more
buy back.
seconds. Doesn't really want to buy back, of course. And Stonebank's just going to go straight for the top tier 3 tower as mid lane. Getting cleaned up there by the Luna, but
More than 100 damage to this tower per auto attack, hitting this Desolator and Assault Cross. The tip comes out to Roya. Really the Lisa putting the dog down.
Stonebank goes in. They get the Hex as well, right onto the Luna. She's stuck here with no help. Can she get out? The Ravage comes through, but it's not in time. The Luna is down with no buyback, and now Monster just crushed under the damage of this Wraith King. Arrow catches the Witch Doctor, but it doesn't matter. 3 heroes dead, only 1 buyback, and no Ravage. It looks like simply TOOBASED are about to get eliminated. What a ward trap from Yarn as well. Stonebank taunting his way on his throne.
Roya buying back in the game, but there's nothing he can do, not by himself. And they know they can't get mega creep, so they're just going to go for tier 4s, try to end this game.
BKB from Rioyas. Okay, Stonebank, maybe a little bit too far here, maybe. LSA comes through. Do they have the damage to actually finish him off, though? Doesn't look like it. Press the attack, and he just walks away.
That magic immunity you get from press the attack is absolutely ridiculous.
Stonebank doesn't care.
Stonebank,
He just goes in. The duel comes through as well. They just grab the Tide Hunter. Oh my goodness. This guy has no chill. They know how much stronger they are, and they just punish simply TOOBASED for it. They manage to get the Shackle there onto the Lina as well. GG.
That is it.
Well,
and
much like the anime,
odds.
it's dead. Simply TOOBASED.
TOOBASED, they end up doing it. They end up knocking, or sorry, DogChamp, they end up doing it and knock TOOBASED out of the lower bracket, out of this qualifier.
Yeah.
And secure themselves a match against Arkosh for this final spot. And we get to see the grudge match of DogChamp against Arkosh one more time.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is just like full circle, right?
Mm-hmm. We'll see if they manage to pull off some underhanded tactics this time. But DogChamp looking amazing. Looking honest, Legion Commander ended up just popping off this game.
Yeah, honestly, this game right here, in my opinion, is like very heavily Luke. Like game 2 and 3, honestly, Lukey was an all-star. He crushed both times.
Yarn played amazing this series as well.
Yeah.
Keeper of the Light and Shadow Shaman. He ended up doing just so much control, so much damage in the last game as well. But super sick performance out of them. Of course, Rayleigh deathless game here, 8-0 and 20. He ended the game on.
Not bad.
Doing a lot of damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone playing their part. So congratulations to DogChamp for making it through, and one more win will secure them into the main stage here with the BTS Pro Series 10. Almost through these qualifiers if they can take down Arkosh.
Yeah, I mean it's such a big win for them, honestly. Like if they actually qualify here, they take down Arkosh. It'd be nice to be able to play in the Americas Phase 2. But real quick, I want to show everyone the bracket. So that they can kind of get an idea of what's to come here for the Americas Phase 1 qualifier. Now, this is, mind you, just North America. We are going to be back covering South America's Phase 1 tomorrow. But in just 2 days' time, we will be watching Arkosh Gaming go up against Team DogChamp, which should be a lot of fun for that last spot. They'll be joining the cut in Phase 2. But yeah, tomorrow we have South America, which should be a lot of fun.
Who are we getting to see? What is this?
So tomorrow is going to be APU King of Kings versus Lava, and then Infinity versus Hokori. So should be some pretty sick games. We're going to see our first team, similar to today, qualifying through that, I guess you could say, like Phase 1 into Phase 2.
I want to see more Leo style, man. I'm hyped that that's going to be our first game tomorrow.
Yeah, should be a lot of fun. And then, of course, like we said, in 2 days' times, we see the last 2 teams. It's going to be 1 NA game, 1 SA game to round out Phase 1. So you'll see our faces a little bit more here over these next coming days. You're welcome.
They miss us.
Yeah.
And what a face, right?
Mostly yours.
Can we sign off with that one? Is this done?
We probably can. We probably
Okay,
can.
cool.
Yeah. Any final thoughts, Neph, before we let everyone
It's
go?
a pleasure as always. Congratulations one more time, DogChamp, for ended up winning this match. Congratulations to the cut for being the first team to make it through, taking down Arkosh in order to get there. Team's shaping up and looking very good.
Yeah.
moving up to Division 1, and hopefully big things happening for them this tournament as well.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, everyone. Well, that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll be seeing you tomorrow. Same place, same time here on Beyond the Summit for the Pro Series Season 10 Americas. Have a wonderful night.